Our decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to Hickory, North Carolina, here at the Moretz Sports Complex, where we are going to see the Anderson University Trojans versus the Lenoir-Rhyne University Bears. This is the SAC semifinal matchup, and as we learned earlier today, Wingate was able to beat Carson Newman, so the winner of this match will be facing Wingate. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening here. 72 degrees. We had some random showers pop up earlier, but that is cleared up, and we have some cloud coverage, but like I said, 72. Maybe a light wind, but we're in for a great match this evening. Both of these teams coming off of huge, huge wins, as we saw Anderson just absolutely crush Mars Hill, just goal after goal after goal, and then same thing with your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears coming off a huge, huge win against Queens, with just a lot of first half action, as we saw on Monday night. As we see the starting lineup for both teams introduced here. A little bit later in the evening, I'm going to be joined by Adekola Ande, and we are looking forward to broadcasting this one for you. And there's the national anthem as the teams huddle up and begin to take their sides. Anderson letting Lenoir-Rhyne know that they almost started on the wrong side there, but the teams are going to take their appropriate sides, and kickoff is about to be underway. Two teams that have not seen each other yet this season, so that's always an interesting matchup when you don't fully understand what you're getting into besides the film that you've seen. And as I stated, last two games were just absolute offensive power matches for these two teams, with Anderson defeating Mars Hill 8-0, and Lenoir-Rhyne defeating Queens by a score of 5-1. So we see these two teams huddling up, getting some last-minute words in before we get started here in this SAC semifinal matchup. You see the players doing some last little minute warm-up on their toes and ready to get underway. Looks like Lenoir-Rhyne is going to be starting with the kickoff this evening. And we are underway as we see a huge ball forward from Diego Delgado. Controlled by Anderson. And quickly won back by Victor Cascon. And now in the back with Oliver Garden, who's again going to find Cascon over on the left-hand side. And it looks like Anderson's going to be awarded the first throw-in of the evening.
So, Dan, this is a very interesting matchup we have here today between both these sides. You know, both of them winning in that quarterfinal really confidently and strongly against their opponents. Lenoir-Rhyne 5-1 against Queens, and then Anderson against Mars Hill 8-0. So, both of these teams can score. Just a matter of who's going to come out strongly here.
So we see Anderson start to build something of their own, playing a ball over to the right-hand side. And the first shot of the game, that must have been a good, powerful strike there. Because Juan was not able to collect the first ball. Thankfully, Anderson not making any additional runs into the box and able to pick up a trash goal right there.
So that was an early strike there for the Anderson Trojans. Like I said, it's just a matter of who's going to find their footing early on here in this one. That was Eloy Alamati there for the Trojans. You can definitely see he is towering over most people out there on the pitch, staying at 6'3" there for the Trojans.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of height, and we're probably going to see him paired up with David Zui a few times this evening, and it's going to be interesting to see how David handles that.
So far, you see this almost makeshift press here from the Trojans, very similar to Lenoir-Rhyne.
It's a great chest ball right there to Noah Tiefel to find the feet of Jaime Poza.
Poza, the SAC leader in assists with 6 on the season. D'Emanuel, why not try your luck from distance?
And that's a confident ball right there by David Zui. It's always, like I said before, it's dangerous to play that square ball, but he was confident. He knew he was going to connect, and that was a great opportunity on that shot right there. Unfortunately, just not able to get fully over it as it sailed over the goal.
Yeah, that was a good first look. A reasonable shot there from D'Emanuel. Why not? I mean, like we said, we've seen crazier things. Caleb Pash in the last game for Queens, probably about the same distance, striking an absolute missile there for the Royals into the back of the net. Good clearance there by Montoya Lobo. So this one's definitely interesting here today. I had Nico Christ circled there on my sheet, but he is not getting the start today in goal. It's Gal Ilyashev here for the Trojans, the senior starting instead of Chris, who's a redshirt junior. But yeah, I was looking forward to this matchup between Basabi and Chris, top 3 in the conference, and basically almost every goalie category. So let's see how Ilyashev kind of handles this pressure now, getting the start in the semifinal.
We'll see if that's an advantage for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. It's always a crazy thing for a keeper to suddenly get a start when you're not used to that. So maybe that's something Lenoir-Rhyne's going to be trying to take advantage of.
So far, you see Fernandez looking to backtrack and win a ball, and good step there by Delgado. SAC all-conference honorable mention here for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Whew. Great cheeky touch right there by Noah Tiefel to find Jaime in the middle as David Zubi collects and looks to play through the back.
Yeah, it was really cool to see in their last game against Queens, Lenoir-Rhyne. Got to see some of the the young tadpoles on the squad checking into the match, get some really clutch minutes, and a match that was already pretty much, dominated in that first 17 minutes of the match. But good to see some freshmen step into the fray.
Yeah, that's always a great thing, especially for Coach Jack Winter to be doing that, because then he's getting those younger players some good minutes. So building their confidence as they've entered up this new level of play in the college level. We're going to see Anderson with their free kick taken by Ben Lemon.
Gardner just missed timing that a little bit, but Fernandez is there to clean it up and showing you why he's the SAC Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, and just beautifully collected by Carlos right there, able to find Benjamin Genizer on the outside. Now let's see what Delgado chooses to do. It's going to find Carlos. It's going to play it back to Danny Fernandez, and just some quick, nice, pristine passes from your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears back in the defense right there.
Yeah, they're just going to continue to work it across that back line. And right now, the midfield of the Trojans are kind of shifting, playing a little bit back here on the Bears. A good through ball over the top to Tiefel. He's got space. Takes a heavy touch, and he wants the corner, and he will not be awarded one. It will be a goal kick.
Yeah, Anderson seems to be denying that cross and that switch ball early on. We saw Zui try and look up to see what was going on over here on this right side with Benjamin Genizer, but Anderson's definitely playing a bit spread out right now. As you can see, number 13 is all the way over here on the touchline. He'll jog in a bit, but it seems like they're definitely playing a bit more spread than what we've seen from some other teams so far.
Yeah, and I think that's probably to stop this offense here, Lenoir-Rhyne, kind of shifting a little bit wider. You see a good touch outside. Delgado really having to put some pressure here on this run.
Yeah, we see number 16 right there, Caleb Compton, just chasing that ball down. Somehow a goal kick's going to get all the way over to the left-hand side there. Lenoir-Rhyne finally able to break it down.
And Compton had a hat trick in that Mars Hill game in the quarterfinal. You see Cascone trying to find Poza. Good initial stop there from number 7, Martin Carpena.
Yeah, Compton's got some speed on it. Looks like him and Diego are going to have a few good matchups here this evening.
You see Poza entering the fray now, lays it back across. That one will be deflected by the captain of the Trojans, Lessie, Telvin Lessie. So he's, got the captain armband there. Going to look to hold down that back line for the Trojans.
And again, Zui with the square ball that he plays confidently and is able to find Jaime.
Yeah, Jaime just looking to circle around, find his mark. They got to be careful here. The Trojans might look to cheat on that press. And why not? Why not? Great hustle there by Zui, losing his footing.
But keeping possession.
Still able to bring it back there for Lenoir-Rhyne. And this is what I was talking about, that press. And all it takes is a touch for them to break loose, and great stop and presence there from Delgado.
Yeah, they were able to shut down Alamati there quick, and thank goodness. Look at how long his legs are. That could definitely be a dangerous threat in the back.
Oh, yeah, for sure. One touch for him is a couple touches for most every human being here. So they got to be careful of him up top.
And both these teams are on a goal high right now, just with what they were able to do in their last match. So
Cascone looking for a run here from Genizer. Plays it back across. Tiefel looking to make the best of it, but not able to get his footing. It's a good ball there from Genizer.
So far, we haven't seen too much of an offensive threat at this game. Been a pretty evenly matched game, I'd say. Definitely both teams able to have their little bits of possession here and there.
Good battle there in the middle. Some shoving. Ball finally gets loose. Carles able to control.
And that's a great ball by Carlos right there. Able to just control it and then send it out wide where the numbers from Anderson's are not at.
There's good pressure there by Lessie on Posa. Ball played in. Tiefel there. Pretty move. Give and go. Now Zui laying a ball back across and having to be cleared out of bounds there by Carpena. A Lenoir-Rhyne corner kick.
And that was definitely a nice build from Lenoir-Rhyne right there. Able to connect a few passes and a good driven low ball by Zui that Anderson's got nothing else they can do but to send it out for a corner kick.
Be Jaime Poza to take the corner here for the Bears. Like I said earlier, leading the conference in assists with 6 this season. The Spaniard in his first year with Lenoir-Rhyne. Plays one in near the 6. Delgado's in the area. Trojans have to clear it out. And they will. I guess that ball was kept in bounds, but I stand corrected. The referee will bring it back.
Good effort there from Bryce Goodwin to keep that in bounds, but it looks like it is going to be a Lenoir-Rhyne throw in about 15 yards or so past midfield.
So about 10 minutes have gone into this match. Once again, if you're tuning in, thanks for watching Bear Sports Network presented by NBA Roofing. Here is still a 0-0 match here in the SAC Semifinals. The number 7 Lenoir-Rhyne Bears against the Anderson Trojans. So Tifo battling, and good burst there in the middle there from Augustin Ortiz. A smaller player, but able to keep the ball tight on his feet and move down the field for the Trojans. You see G-Nicer trying to impose his will there on Ortiz, not allowing him to get comfortable. Cascon, good touch. Bears are looking to build, and Poza gets clipped from behind there by Tevin Lassie.
Poza's lucky that foul occurred. He's got to check to that ball in the future. He can't wait on that. It's a good step by the Anderson player there. Just unfortunately, he did clip Poza, and Poza's going to be able to have a free kick out of it.
Yeah. It's a good pursuit, though, also afterwards. Just in case Lenoir-Rhyne didn't get the whistle, you always got to play through it. And now a decent opportunity to lay a service back into the box. You see, I guess, Demaniel wants to start out in an offside position there, maybe for a ricochet. The ball gets played in, he checks back on. Good header by Alamati. Played back in by G. Nizer, and the ball is still bouncing around. Demaniel's onside, lays across there for the Bears. I'm going to call that a shot there from Demaniel. It was a tough angle for a pass for anyone to get on, and it was already out of bounds. So it's like another promising opportunity there for Lenoir-Rhyne. So far in this one, been kind of a stalemate. I'd say both teams have been able to get possession, really, but it's been Lenoir-Rhyne that's had one or two more shots here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Lenoir-Rhyne's definitely had the ball within their own attacking third more than the Anderson University Trojans have so far, but no real threats coming from either team. Definitely an evenly matched game.
See Demaniel trying to put some pressure there. Able to win it back there for LR. Carles, good switch across, trying to open up the width of the field.
Diego Delgado with all sorts of times able to look up and play a long ball through, and that is going to sneak through.
Poza 1v1 with the keeper, gets clipped in the box, and yes, sorry, Poza has won a penalty kick there for Lenoir-Rhyne.
That was a great ball in by Diego Delgado. You just saw him carry, and he had 10 yards with nobody around him. Anderson University has given him all the time in the world to be able to look up and find that deep ball, and just great effort by Poza right there to earn that penalty kick.
And then if you're Tevin Lassie there, you have to be shaking your head. You know better that as a captain on that back line, you've got to either win the ball or point to someone, maybe your keeper, to go step out and get it. But mistiming that header and just flicking it on right immediately to Poza, that's going to cost you. And now I think David Zui will step up to the line to take the penalty kick, the senior from Germany, looking to step up here for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Yeah, great run by Poza there. Let's see if Zui can capitalize on this opportunity. So we wait for the ref's whistle.
And Zui taking the penalty. Strikes first for Lenoir-Rhyne. And like a rooster starting off the morning, David Zui starts the match off 1-0 Lenoir-Rhyne.
And that was just great placement, great strike. I wish we had a radar on that ball, because that thing was just soaring into the back of the net.
Confident penalty kick there. Nothing taking for chances. We show you a replay of the penalty kick. Just Zui, Elyashiv, talking to him, trying to get in his head. Zui calmly collected, just puts it in the back right netting.
I feel like this is something we've seen a few times from this Lenoir-Rhyne team, of them able to strike early.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're going to play differently, if they're going to keep the pedal to the metal here. I think that they will, but definitely something that's been an advantage for this Lenoir-Rhyne team, able to get a lead early on in the game in the past few games we've seen so far.
So that's the score here so far. Lenoir-Rhyne is up 1-0 with the Trojans. Let's see how the Trojans react Tiefel able to get the check, and now Casco smartly and calmly circling around, trying to keep possession here for LR. Good pressure here from the Trojans, really trying to pinch Delgado. And another money ball there from Delgado in a dangerous spot. Tiefel's there. Tiefel now fires a strike, and Elyashiv comes up with a huge save for the Trojans.
That's a great confident strike from Tiefel there. And, I mean, Elyashiv had no choice but to just knock that ball out. There was no way he was getting his hands to catch that one.
Yeah, Tiefel was going purely for that left post there on goal. And, yeah, if Elyashiv didn't punch that away, that would have possibly hit the post there.
And, again, that little build-up right there all begin with Diego Delgado. They're giving him all the time of the day just to be able to look up and send long balls over the top up to his forwards.
Yeah, he maybe might get overlooked in terms of services on this team. You know, not leading the team in assists like Poza is, but Delgado puts up some very pretty services from the back spot.
As we see a player down for Lenoir-Rhyne, it looks like it's Carlos.
Let's hope he's all right, maybe able to shake it off, and may have just gotten clipped there in the last play. And a yellow card will be given an out here, and I think that's to Alamati.
Yeah, that's to number 9. You're correct.
And he is in disbelief there. He felt like maybe that was a play on or just a warning. But just like that, we've seen 2 early yellows here for the Anderson Trojans. And that may come back to haunt them here. And we've only been playing about 14 minutes here in this match. And like we said, yellow cards can come to be a big factor, Jenna, in this one.
Definitely, as we see the 3 refs here having some words with each other, maybe discussing the foul, not really sure, but yeah, yellow card early like that is a dangerous game because as a forward, as any player, you have to be very careful what moves you make next because you don't want to see your team go down to 10 men in a matchup like this that's win or go home.
And especially if the Trojans were to come back and win this one, Jenna, those yellow cards count up. If you were to get a red here, you won't be able to play in the final.
Yeah, and with some height like that, you definitely don't want to be on the bench in a championship game. You want to be able to help out your teammate with all 6+ feet of you.
Exactly. He's a tall kid right there, Alamati, for the Trojans. Poza take a service, trying to lay it back. A lot of Bears at the 18. Gardner in the fray. Elyashiv had to come out and punch it. Smart decision on his part, kind of vocally and audibly yelling out to his teammates, mine, as he scooped up the ball.
Yeah, that's a good ball in by Poza. Unfortunately, Lenoir-Rhyne's got decent height, but not enough height to get up and flick that one on or redirect it to the back of the net with the header. So
now it's all about the reaction, and let's see what kind of reaction the Trojans come back here with as they're down 1-0 early in this match. Casco getting sandwiched there by 2 defenders. Now the Trojans are looking to possess and attack. Some good work out of the back. Now into Ortiz. Working around. That's Lemon. Trojans are doing a good job of playing the whole width of the field, and I think that's because Lenoir-Rhyne's really making them go outside as opposed to working through the middle.
Yeah, Lenoir-Rhyne's doing a good job of shifting it. So as quickly as they're switching the ball over, Lenoir-Rhyne's already shifted that way and covered the space. So Anderson's able to work it through the back right now, but having some difficulty finding it moving forward.
Trying to work it down the far sideline now. Maybe a give and go. Trojans mainly looking for an opportunity. Ortiz, a low-driven ball, scooped up calmly there by Basabi.
Lenoir, they're going to be happy with that. If that's what they're going to be giving up all night, then that's going to be an advantage for them. But Basabi's going to collect that ball easily every time. Anderson's going to need to find ways to connect more and get closer to goal there.
As Basabi sends that one away from his defensive third. And, Gardner getting clipped there, but I think that might just been ball-on-ball contact.
Yeah, he's just trying to play it out, and, the Anderson defender's just running through the ball. Nothing illegal there, just looks worse than it is.
Back to Basabi. Delgano's going to have to move for it. Alamati there on his hip.
And there's Diego again with that big ball that he's been trying to connect all night.
And he able to find Posa there, but not able to keep the possession for LLR. And Gardner playing a dangerous game here. He's got to win that 100% if he's going to head that one down.
And there's, again, just the speed of Compton. He's going to be a dangerous step for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears all night. So we saw him just chasing down Oliver Gardner and almost able to get away with it there.
See Ortiz working 1v1 there with Carles. And now the Trojans with some room. Opening it out wide. There is Bryce Goodwin. Goodwin puts the ball back into the 12. Alamati and Fernandez. That's a great matchup to watch. Fernandez, a strong player here for the Bears. I think Coach Winter calls him the young bull. And now the Bears are looking to push. You see G. Nizer near sideline. And Cascon wants that ball in the middle. Fernandez looking for the big switch. Gets it over. And Zui just not able to find it. That was a good look there from Fernandez.
Yeah, Zui just unable to connect right there, or unable to control right there, I'm sorry, but great look from Danny Fernandez.
Yeah, that's one of those where you kind of second guess yourself. Maybe that you thought the defender was going to ricochet it, but was able to sail over, and if Zui had timed it right, he would have been by his lonesome there on the wing. And here, Eliashib telling his team to step closer to the ball there for the Trojans.
David Zui is going to take this throw right at midfield over the left-hand sideline. And he's going to be connecting over there with Jaime.
Posa really turning on the speed here to put some pressure on this ball. And
Yep.
G. Nizer able to win it there for LR. Cutting back inside here on Goodwin. Cascon trying to get back on either foot. A great ball there by Montoya Lobo. Dangerous. Back across for Cascon. And Tifel finds the back of the netting.
This one's going to come back, though, unfortunately. They're going to say that ball went out of bounds.
That is a heartbreaker there if you're Lenoir-Rhyne. And if you're Eliashib and the Trojans, you are counting your lucky stars that they are there. Called that one out of bounds. That's a tough one. Especially here at this level.
Yeah, as we see, Eliashib, not sure if he came in contact with Tifel there, if he came in contact with the post, but definitely in some pain, slow to get up.
Let's hope he's all right.
But that was a breakdown right there in the back from Anderson. Just those square balls can be so dangerous.
That was
and
nifty.
Just G. Nizer just picking it right off. Here, I'll take that. And then the Bears able to create something pretty almost. Unfortunately, Tifel unable to get that goal because it was called out of bounds.
Cascon, the connection there between the captains, the two leaders here of this team with Carles and Cascon, the 1-2 over the top. And Cascon, credit to him for not giving up on that lob through ball. Could have easily let that go out of bounds, but able to play one parallel across the goal line.
Yeah, that's a difficult ball to play, a little scoop ball in like that with not much room between you and the end line there. So nice little clever ball by Carles and great work by Cascon.
Over the G. Nizer. Back middle to Tifel. Posa looking to turn. You see, there's just a lot of chemistry here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Just working that ball in there at will, but it's a good step there by Goodwin, able to win it.
Danny Fernandez again showing why he just won SAC Defensive Player of the Year. Very, very dominant and controlling back there on the defensive line.
Carles able to settle, and that's a pretty ball out wide. DeManuel in space. Jaime sizing up. Lessie plays it back across with the left. And you see Elyashev yelling out, keep, that he had the ball there for the Trojans. Good communication on his part.
Lemon here has plenty of time over on this left-hand sideline. Still Anderson trying to connect. And ultimately Lenoir-Rhyne able to break it up and quickly disrupt that build from Anderson.
See Anderson looking to compose themselves defensively. Once again, kind of react here to this 1-0 lead that the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears have. Almost halfway into this first half.
Oof.
See Goodwin working. Some Trojans slipping there. And great press there by Lenoir-Rhyne, able to kind of confuse this trio there for the Trojans on the back line.
Yeah, we saw G. Nizer give up a little pass, but Lenoir-Rhyne quickly working as a unit to win this ball back.
Good ball played through Cascon here in space. Lays it back across. Tifo looking to make a run, but great job there by Tevin Lessie to put his body in front of Tifo. Ooh, what a move there by Zui. Then firing off a shot. And that's just filthy there by Zui. Little hesitation move, able to free up some space. Juan just going to have to clear it here with his non-dominant foot. A little bit tougher.
Yeah, that was good pressure by Alamati to keep it on that non-dominant foot of Juan, making him awkwardly clear the ball out with not as much confidence as what he's used to.
Good job by Cascon on the settle. Germania looking to open up the field. And the big switch is on if they want it here. If G. Nizer times this one correctly, Delgado's have them in space, and they're going to go back across the Tifo.
Yeah, Delgado clearly likes that ball going all the way across. He'll probably play that a few more times tonight, and why would you not? It's been working.
See DeManuel there with a steal, looking to push here for LR. And this midfield here for Trojans, they're locked in, trying to squeeze these holes off. They know how dangerous Lenoir-Rhyne can be offensively. Zui plays it back across. Just no one there on the other side. And look at Cascon run all the way across the width of the field, trying to keep it in, but to no avail.
So far, it looks like Lenoir-Rhyne's doing a great job of being able to create within the midfield. Anderson's having some trouble slowing that down or breaking it up, but Lenoir-Rhyne is just able to connect in the midfield right now, and that's something that Anderson seems to be struggling with.
You see DeManuel surveying, just needing some help at being an outlet. Compton putting pressure, Alamani.
G. Nizer wants that ball in back, but Gardner not able to quite find it. G. Nizer's going to collect it to his feet instead.
Poza making a run now. Good job by Poza to keep it alive. And now G. Nizer onside. Lays it back across. And that's a great job there by Ben Lemon to put pressure on G. Nizer. He had a free run for a cross.
Beautiful ball in by Cascon, just well-paced, right to the feet of G. Nizer. But yeah, great job by Lemon to break apart that cross.
Cascon will give and go there with G. Nizer, working the ball around. Like I said, so far, Lenoir-Rhyne has just been able to kind of dominate possession. It's beautiful switch there by Delgado.
And a great touch by Zui to bring it down. But yeah, this string of passes from Lenoir-Rhyne here is great. As soon as I said that, of course, Oliver Gardner gets dispossessed, and Anderson's going to try and build something and go the other way.
And Compton did all the work there. And a big collision between Poza. The ref is going to say play on. And a foul from behind. I think Ortiz is going to get called for that one. It's one of those where, you see a player go down, there's a no call, and then you got kind of get a little frustrated and maybe play a little overzealous there on the defensive end.
See, Oliver Gardner stepped up to take this. He's looking for Hemi Poza on that left-hand side.
You see Tevin Lessie able to strongly this time win that header for the Trojans. Gardner once again working. And now another threatening opportunity here for Lenoir-Rhyne to throw in closer to the 18 as they look to move here into the attacking third. So, Jenna, what have you seen so far here from the Bears that has made them dangerous? You see a ball being played in.
Just a lot of connecting passes and connecting all over the field. It's not just that they're swinging around through the back like we see them do often. They're connecting in the middle as well, and then they're using that connecting action in the middle to, get the Anderson defense lost, and then suddenly there's a run and a through ball, and that's where the success is coming from. Is they're connecting and they're getting players lost, and then they're finding those balls that are going to be successful through the middle to the forwards.
And then what does Anderson need to do here to kind of, get back in this one as they're down 1-0?
They've got to disrupt the passes, and then when they do, they need to keep possession. So I think some of the longest strings of pass that we've seen from Anderson are maybe 5 passes as we see another ball in from Lenoir-Rhyne. But Anderson's just got to keep some possession. They're losing the ball way, way too quickly.
Poza onside. Oh, nope. He will be offside, and a little upset there as Poza felt like he was back. Check back in. It's one of those where when a close decision like that happens, you would love the ability to have some VAR here. But at the same time, some people just love the natural of the game, having ARs just call it like that.
And more than often, the AR is right, as much as we hate to say it, but
I agree.
They get, paid the big bucks, as we say, for a reason. They do a good job out there. It's all about the angles and where you're standing.
Yeah, it's a tough job to do. I would not trade my job here for it to be an AR in soccer whatsoever. Get a lot of, grief from players on the field.
So this is where we see Anderson building from the back, but this is where the trouble comes is they're struggling to connect the through passes through the middle or up top to the forward, so they can play around with the ball all day in the back. Jack Winter's probably telling his team, give your team that. It's unlikely they're going to be scoring from midfield, but when it comes to this final pass into their own attacking third, it's not on, it's not connecting quite yet.
And yeah, exactly what you're pointing out right now. They're just comfortable taking this ball across the back line and letting Lenoir-Rhyne just kind of set and shift every time they move it.
But if you look at the Lenoir-Rhyne defense, they're doing a great job of marking up these players and making it difficult to create any type of runs through that are going to be leaving them open with enough space for these defenders to even want to play that big ball over the top.
See, once again, just working it across there for the Trojans. Not in any hurry. They know they're down 1-0, but they're going to look to find their spots as Carles getting clipped once again.
But Anderson's able to possess the ball, but all the possession is working through the back right there. None of it's coming from their midfielders or their forwards up top. Lenoir-Rhyne's just doing a great job defending and shifting as a unit. As we're going to see our first substitution of the game.
It's like Andres Ruiz going to check in here for Jaime Domenial. To see another one of the Bears seniors checking into this match.
And another offensive threat at that. I know he recently had a hat trick in one of his games, so just another offensive threatening piece for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears to bring off their bench.
Now obviously a good chain of passes here from the Trojans, but once again they're making the right passes, just not able to inch and move up the pitch the way they want to here. And they're playing into Lenoir-Rhyne's hands. It's a nice through ball up ahead.
But Danny Fernandez just confidently coming in and heading that out and sending it right back where it came from.
Good header there by G. Nizer.
So far, we haven't seen this Anderson team offensively possess, I don't think, any type of ball beyond the 18-yard box there.
Mm-hmm. It's been tough for them to kind of get in this attacking third and hold possession, especially when you have someone like Danny Fernandez back there who's been locked down.
Great win by Noah Tiefel and just working with Cascon over here on the right-hand sideline.
The right idea there from Tiefel and Cascon, looking for a give and go up the near sideline. Just not able to execute.
We see Anderson look to build here.
This is an opportunity that you see Goodwin, here by his lonesome here for the switch if they want it. Gardner just going to send that one out of bounds. And I think he won a foul there right in the corner.
Appears so. So, again, the first time Anderson does finally get that ball into within 18 yards of the goal, it looks like they're going to be giving up a foul. And Juan's going to get a touches, which is probably a good thing for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears because you don't want him to get too, not lazy back there, but too uninvolved. Can get you displaced from the game. So Juan thankfully going to get a touch on the ball, even if it is a free kick.
Yeah, you don't want him to be static back there. You want to keep him loose. Makes it harder for him to save things when he's, stationary.
Good pressure here from Ortiz, causing G. Nizer to play a ball out of bounds. We're going to see Goodwin take a throw deep inside their own attacking third.
The Trojans trying to switch it across. Compton is there. Goodwin working around, and now Lemon sees the space. I would love to see maybe that big switch as you see number 3, Bar Galanti, there by his lonesome there on the far sideline.
Yeah, we just saw Tevin Lessie look to play a big ball forward over into Caleb Compton, but Juan Basabe just able to confidently come up and collect that one.
So as we approach 12 minutes left to play here in this first half, once again, thanks for staying tuned right here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. You've been watching the SAC men's soccer semifinal. And we see a Trojan player go down, and the Bears are urging him to get up. Felt like he may have flopped there on the pitch.
Yeah, a little bit of antics. He appears to be okay, somewhat slow to get up, but it is going to be a Anderson throw-in.
The referee not having any of it, telling him to get up, to pick up the throw-in. Push in the back there, but it will send the ball forward. Another throw in, but this time it will be for LR. You know what? A great day it ended up turning out to be here. I mean, it was pretty all day, and thought it was, some rain was going to be coming our way, but right now it's looking almost picture perfect here for Lenoir-Rhyne here on the pitch.
Yeah, 70 and clear, beautiful weather, beautiful soccer. This is definitely a great night for a soccer matchup like this one.
Both teams are battling here. They don't want to go home. G. Nizer trying to work here on Goodwin. Cascone's going to draw Lemon's attention. Lays it back across. G. Nizer settling. Inside to Poza, finding his foot. Trying to get his hips around. And honestly, I'm going to give that one to Poza. That was great effort to even get his boot back on frame. It's a tough ball, and it's going against your body, and you're just trying to bring your hips back towards a goal.
Yeah, and that's plays like that. It's what making Lenoir-Rhyne successful right now, and Anderson not. The ability of the Bears to just connect that close to goal, connect these small passes, and then create an opportunity like that for Posa is just that's what's going to win the soccer match for them.
Like we said, we're just waiting to see what kind of reaction the Trojans make here as Lenoir-Rhyne has kind of, pinned them down here, so to say, in what they're able to do on the pitch. We've only been able to really to see them just work it across their back line throughout the majority here of this match.
Yeah, Basabi's definitely going to need to stay checked in because while we haven't seen a lot of offensive threats from Anderson so far, if one does occur, he hasn't had many touches on the ball yet this evening, so he's got to make sure that he's checked in. Probably a good thing for him to get the occasional touch like that and have the ball played back in.
And G. Nizer looking to make a run. Delgado looking for the big switch. I would have loved to see him play it on this near sideline that G. Nizer looked like he had more room.
Ref was going to look to make a call there, but he says play on. Lenoir-Rhyne has advantage.
Good touch there by Cascon, turning back middle. Pozo's going to look for a big shot here, and I think did take a deflection, but Elyashiv will be there.
Yeah, and it's lucky for Anderson that ball took a deflection because that one looked like Pozo did get over it, and it was going to be on frame had it not taken that deflection. As you see, just the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears bench is just fired up right now, and even though you're not a player in the game, it's just as important to be fired up on the bench and to keep your team active and alive.
Yeah, they're very animated there on that sideline. It's a big energy, morale, and booster here for the Bears. If their bench is able to stay checked in like you just said. So under 8 minutes now here in this first half. Your score is still 1-0. Lenoir-Rhyne is up here over the Anderson Trojans here in the SAC semifinal.
Basabi's just going to have all sorts of time and space back here to take a look up and see where he wants to play this ball.
There's a pretty ball, Posa. Smith's timing his jump. See Ruiz now at the ball. Trying to go 1v1. Good ball by Zui. Placed back right at Elyashiv. And Tifel looking to get a foot back on it. Elyashiv got very, very lucky there. He was able to land back on top of that ball.
Yeah, Tifel got lucky in the same account that he was able to find the ball suddenly back at his feet after his first deflection. It didn't find the back of the net. He visibly was upset, and then suddenly, here's a nice little gift at my feet. But wow, what a save there from Elyashiv.
Yeah, definitely a series of events that you rarely see there. The ball squeaking out there from the keeper right on the end line. Good give and go. Lemon looking to win it. Cascon, like we said, he's going to be everywhere. Gets the Meg.
Yeah, nice little cheeky Meg there from Cascon. And looked like another Meg maybe over there.
Yeah.
As they switch the ball through.
G. Nizer, man on. And I just love the awareness here from Cascon. I know I said earlier in the year that looked like Juan Basabi had some spidey senses there, but Cascon, I feel like he just feels, he just feels where the next player is around him, and he just has an awareness that is next level here for the Bears.
Yeah, he's definitely the creator within the middle, and honestly, all over the field, we see him just connecting these small passes, little gives and goes, always looking up, looking for which run he can make next. Definitely one of those players that just sees this game as a game of chess and what's my next move going to be.
Yeah, he's definitely playing chess out there while it makes it seem like others are playing checkers. It's really fun to watch. Number 10 move there for Lenoir-Rhyne. And the switch is on here for G. Nizer if they want it. He's going to make a run. Fernandez, he's going to have to backtrack and win this ball. And Danny, great speed.
Danny's one of those players where if he gives the ball up for some reason, he's going to run twice as hard as he normally does just to get the ball back.
Good move.
Great move by Tiefel.
Just trying to move without the ball there, and he's going to get a little too over-aggressive to win that ball back.
So we're now under 5 minutes left to play in this matchup.
See, some of the home fans are able to be here in the student section. BSC and their antics over there, trying to keep the crowd involved as well as kind of bring some energy here for their Bears.
As we see Anderson looking to play a ball through there, but just broken up by Lenoir-Rhyne, and we see Cascon, that chess player in the middle that we talked about earlier, looking to see what he can create next.
Yeah, I'm very surprised they haven't been playing the long ball here with Alamani. You'd think with someone with that big of a frame, you have Compton there as his running mate. If a ball gets over him, Compton is speedy enough to get onto it. You're very surprised they're not trying to play that long ball.
But instead, Delgado just, again, giving him all sorts of time and space. Unfortunately, not able to get that one over the head of, or I'm sorry, over the body of Galanti. But Delgado's had that ball all night long. Just so much space and time to look up and see what long ball he wants to play. More often than not, it's been that switch to the left-hand side. So we see Anderson again just connecting in the back.
Yeah, they're doing an excellent job here just working around, and maybe Lessie just falling asleep there on the touch and just trying to slow himself down as Tiefel did not mean to kind of clip Tevin Lessie.
Looks like the referee is going to go into his pocket, though.
That's an interesting one, especially if you've ever been on that far sideline. You know, there's the speaker system is there, very close to the tables where you see, the statisticians' music working there, and that looked like a nonchalant, malignant play there from Tiefel, but, the ref's going to have to settle the game down. Maybe he felt otherwise there from Tiefel.
Yeah, from my point of view, it definitely looked like Tiefel was trying to slow himself down as he was going into that. But maybe the referee is doing it just to make sure he's keeping charge of this game, doesn't want it to get too out of hand.
Yeah, this is a matchup where, Coach Winter talked about it. This is almost not necessarily a rivalry, but always a grudge match between these two teams. And you see the Bears looking to make a run. Back across, Tiefel's there firing a shot and just left it wide with the left boot.
That's another one where Tiefel just suddenly is in a position where a ball magically comes to your feet, just unable to find the back of the net there as he shoots it far right.
So see,
there is a sub, looks like number 22. Is that Miguel Gallegos is going to come on for number 9, Eloy Olimadi.
Yeah, maybe to get some fresh legs there. Maybe it looks like a quicker player. So handball's called. Yeah, definitely looks like Gallegos has some speed. Maybe just changing the approach here for the Trojans as they're looking to get some momentum here going into the half. Looks like we got a reset on the free kick. And you see the speed there from Gallegos.
Maybe he's too fast. He just ran out of his own boots almost.
Yeah. See Gallegos, a junior there from Bluffton, South Carolina, via Southern Wesleyan, trying to leave his impact here on the match for the Anderson Trojans. Poza going to flatten up here and stop that immediate pass across. And Goodwin wants this one on G. Nizer. Just not able to get it to him. Sabi picking out his spot, looking to find Poza. Good pressure there from Ruiz.
Looks like Ruiz is going to get a call, maybe a little push in the back. And we are under 1 minute left to play.
Maybe looking for that big switch. Goodwin making his run. Ball played up. One there by Gardner. Under 40 seconds now to play here in this first half. Tiefel might just look to possess and gets tripped up, but the referee telling him to get up. It felt like he fell on his own. Under 20 seconds now remaining here in the first half.
Zui's finally going to get up to the sideline, take this throw. Finds Tiefel. Yeah, Tiefel's probably going to look to just possess this ball as best he can. As the clock's going to run down here in the first half.
And that is the end of the first half, folks. Once again, thanks for staying tuned right here on Bear Sports Network. Presented by NBA Roofing. Your score here at the half is Lenoir-Rhyne 1, Anderson Trojans 0, and we'll be back shortly here with second half action.
Our decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.
It's Nick
and Greer with Paramount Automotive in Hickory.
We're located right on Highway 70 in Hickory with 6 new car franchises.
And a great selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Come see us for a fast, fun car buying experience.
Paramount Automotive Hickory, ParamountAuto.com.
Cordell Harris Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated business serving the Hickory area since 1981, where we strive to take care of you and your den like family. As an independent insurance agency, we offer a vast spectrum of coverage for your commercial and personal insurance needs with our extensive network of providers. Cordell Harris Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Lenoir-Rhyne Athletics. Protect your den with Cordell Harris. Go Bears!
Hickory's hometown jeweler celebrates our hometown teams, college sweethearts. These couples met and fell in love in Hickory and have been together ever since. For the past 38 years, we've helped our clients celebrate a lot of milestones, and stories like these are some of our favorites. Bring your love back to where it all began. Show your college sweetheart the past as you look together to the future, and let us help you start your future here at Oz's Jewelers.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate, peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop, that is, scoop, that is, scoop, that is, scoop, that is, scoop, shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop, shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Broken windshield, take one.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
No, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the
And welcome back here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. Monica Leonde, joined by Jenna Beauregard. If you're just tuning in, you've missed a pretty exciting half here in the SAC semifinal here in Hickory, North Carolina. Lenoir-Rhyne is up 1-0 here over the Anderson Trojans. Jenna, that first half was something there for the Bears, just very dominant.
Yeah, Anderson's honestly, they got to be feeling pretty lucky that the score is just 1-0. We saw several chances for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Noah Tiefel had two that just balls that suddenly, like a magic trick, it was like Houdini out there, just appeared at his feet, but unable to capitalize on those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then a goal brought back there from Tascon, said the ref said he had went out of bounds there on the pass. So like you said, just a couple opportunities there for LR to kind of put this up even more. So as we approach the second half, we're waiting to see what this Anderson Trojan team brings in the second half. I'm really interesting and excited to see what kind of second half adjustment head coach Michael Zion brings here for this Trojans team. And I mean, I'm just waiting to see it because in the game against Marcel, they won 8-0, 7-0 at halftime. So those kind of things don't just happen in fluke instances. So that means that good coaching happened and the players were working and clicking on all cylinders. So I'm waiting to see that, that mental gear just click here for the Trojans.
Yeah, Lenoir-Rhyne's made it super difficult tonight, just moving well as a unit defensively and making it really, really hard for Anderson to connect any type of passes that are beyond midfield. They're able to pass it around in the back there all day, but when it's time to push the ball up, Lenoir-Rhyne's just stepping in and taking advantage of the passes that just aren't quite connecting, and then Lenoir-Rhyne's going the other way.
So we're about to begin. Looks like the same starting 11 here for Lenoir-Rhyne. I believe Ruiz checked off and Jaime DeManuel checked back on. I think it'll be the same starting 11 here for the Anderson Trojans as well. So both teams dueling it out. So we're getting ready here for second half action. Who will move on to the SAC final here on Sunday and play the Wingate Bulldogs?
If Lenoir-Rhyne is able to win this game, then looks like that game would be here Sunday at, I believe time is still to be announced.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be an afternoon contest, most likely on a Sunday. And I know the Bears would love the opportunity to play here at home. But the Anderson Trojans, if they have anything to say about it, they will definitely leave their stamp and mark on this match.
Let's see what kind of adjustments Anderson makes this second half and if they are able to find some scoring opportunities of their own. As Anderson once again is looking to build out of the back, and there's Anderson with an attempt at a long ball up there to Alimati.
And I think that's what they should have been looking throughout the first half. Just trying to find the long reach of Alimati, and Delgado racing back, trying to put some pressure on. A long through ball. Compton lays it back on frame and right into the strong All-State hands there of Juan Basabi.
Yeah, great job by number 8, Renato Oben, just to collect that ball and then find some space of his own and send a ball over the top. I believe that was number 16, Caleb Compton, who tried to head that ball across, but Juan able to just take it away.
Whew. Can we just talk about Juan's delivery as a keeper? I mean, he is just picking out his spots, dropping a pin in the bucket. It's just phenomenal to see him kind of pick out where he wants the ball to go.
Yeah, Lenoir-Rhyne doing a great job of just creating some pass for him, making smart runs. As we see Lenoir-Rhyne connecting some passes in the midfield and still going to maintain possession as Zui plays a ball into Tiefel, who collects it in the box.
Trying to turn back on, plays it across, and that will take a ricochet out of bounds and off Carpena for a corner kick here for LR.
Great ball in by Zui. Great vision by Tiefel to keep it in the box, maintain possession until he sees an opportunity to try and send the ball across and win a corner kick for Lenoir-Rhyne.
And that ball had just enough English for it to stay afloat and not skip past Tiefel as he made his run. Let's see what kind of service Jaime Poza has here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Poza plays a ball in, slicing at the 6. Elyashiv able to punch it out. And I think it'll be another corner kick here for LR.
Yeah, that was a good, dangerous ball in there right there by Jaime. Let's see if he can send in another one. It looks like he's going to be the player that trots over to take this corner kick once again from the opposite side.
So we want that same kind of service there if you're an LR fan. You want that service there from Jaime Poza. So that was a whipping ball near, the 6. If you're the Trojans, you're going to try to stack up as much as you can. You see the taller players there of the Bears, Fernandez and Gardner and Delgado, looking to make a run on this ball. Poza plays it in. Delgado's in the fray. Good job by the Trojans to kind of close and stop that off. Poza, once again, lays a service back in. Dangerous spot. Delgado running on. And Ben Lemon did about everything he could do to clear that ball away.
Yeah, he had no choice. He heard the footsteps right there of Diego Delgado just looking to clear that ball in on the backside. Great ball in. But, yeah, great job by Lemon just to clear it out. Even if it is giving up a corner kick there, it's better than what the alternative would have been, which is a goal.
Yeah, that's great heads-up play there by number 2, Ben Lemon, the sophomore from Malden, South Carolina. So, once again, the third corner here in this possession for Lenoir-Rhyne. Poza whipping. Oh, top netting. And I thought we almost had an Olympico there from Poza trying to do his best Nev Dustin impression there for the Bears.
Yeah, just unfortunately a little bit too much curl on that one.
And once again, you see how loud and just involved and animated the LR bench is after every call that goes their way. And that's got to be amping up, the energy and morale of the people on the pitch.
Yeah, it's so important. Just shows how much of a unit this team is. Even the players that aren't getting the minutes that they want, they're still going to be just as involved, just as supportive of their teammates. As Anderson looks to play a big ball over the top, but Delgado able to take a nice little touch and play it back to Juan very easily, who's going to strike the ball back upfield.
Alamani's strides is one of wonders. I mean, man, just galloping down the field like a gazelle, just easily sprinting across. Looks like it's effortless for number 9 of the Trojans.
You see Delgado take it up this right side, and again, this ball has been Delgado's just bread and butter all night long, taking on that right sideline and switching over to the left far sideline here.
Tiefel with some space. Zui looking to step across. That's a beautiful ball. Cascon probably going to look to beat a man 1v1 and then go middle. Maybe trying to get back on the right foot.
Cascon's ability to maintain the ball even under tight pressure is like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, he's a very strong player, and that ball just sticks to his boot like a string. He's able to kind of just rock people to sleep. And he's deceptively fast as well when he's wanting to get to a ball. So a throw in here for the Trojans as they look to clear this away from their defensive third. Cascon.
Yeah, it looks like Andres Osorio is just going to be clipped there.
And that's a kind of a smart foul there by Victor Cascon. You saw what was building up there for the Trojans. The big ball up, and this is what I thought they were going to go to a lot more. So they're trying to find Alamati, perhaps on an aerial attack.
I feel like that was the most offensive threat that Anderson's had all night long. But already going the other way with Noah Tiefel taking it down this far right sideline.
Tiefel looking very good there, keeping the possession alive for LR. Ooh, it's pretty nifty techers there from Tiefel, keeping the ball alive. You wanted to keep that ball on his boot again, maybe to fire off a shot. Cascon bouncing off defenders. Cascon still with the ball, making a run, looking to fire off a shot here, leaves it off. Ball back across.
And what a take by Cascon. I know we talked about it a bit at halftime, but I'm telling you, the show, The Queen's Gambit, that chess show on Netflix, he's the King's Gambit. He's the chess player on this field that always just knows what move he's going to make next, and his ability to carry that ball and slice and dice through the players and then create something like that, it's just It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like he's a clairvoyant, just able to, like you said, just read people's minds and predict what's happening next. And he's been an excellent key piece here for Lenoir-Rhyne. It shows why he was voted as the Offensive Player of the Year for this season.
Yeah, huge honor just to win that award throughout all these member schools of the SAC. But Victor Cascon definitely, he earned it.
Right now leading the SAC in goals here with 6 on the season, looking to make it more.
Let's see if Anderson's going to try and do that, what they did previously, and find these big balls over the top into Eloy Alimati, like we talked about earlier.
It's a good switch across. Zui able to win it. Cascon.
But Cascon there, even with 3 players on him, he's able to maintain possession and then find a nice little outlet pass out to Diego Delgado.
And I thought Delgado wanted a big switch here to Zui. That was going to be a tight squeeze over the top.
So we see G-Nizer with some moves of his own. He's going to play it back to Diego Delgado, who's going to find.
So it's Jaime DeManuel.
In the middle there.
Just working the ball around, taking their spots. Good pressure here from the Trojans as you see Alimati and Compton just trying to lay this press down and cause an errant pass here from Lenoir-Rhyne. Trying to get to the ball is Ben Lemon, and that ball will be out of bounds here for Lenoir-Rhyne throw-in.
Looks like we're going to see a substitution here with Noah Tiefel coming out and Andre Ruiz enter the game. And you wonder if that's partly because Noah Tiefel got that yellow card in the first half over there on the far sideline right at midfield. If Jack Winter wants to make sure that he's not putting a player in a dangerous situation where he's going to need another card.
Yeah. Maybe also just a different look up top there from Ruiz. He's got fresh legs, and like we said, he could score in a hurry. We saw him score 3 goals in about a 5-minute span. Good job by Zui to kind of clear it out. G-Nizer looking to make a run. Out wide to Zui. Posa just losing it there in the middle. But great recovery there by Jaime DeManuel. Just seems like anytime the Trojans have a sliver of an opportunity, Lenoir-Rhyne has just been cutting off and shutting those doors close.
Yeah, they're not letting them maintain much possession, quickly breaking apart everything as we see Anderson attempt to play a big ball through the top, but Lenoir-Rhyne able to get ahead on it, and now we see it going the other way with Carlos finding Victor, and Victor with just all the space in front of him, able to look
Posa,
up.
if he wants it, he checks back onside. I think Posa might have been in an offside position, so Cascon just holstering that one. Bears threatening once again, looking to get goal number 2 on the board.
See Delgado act like he's going to look up for that big pass, but instead going to find Oliver Gardner.
And yeah, like you said, the Bears just look like they're playing chess. And, Delgado's been looking for that big switch all match here today, and, maybe setting up that fake there. It's a ball up ahead trying to find Posa.
But, look at that. How quickly Anderson dispossessed the Bears, and it's already going the other way.
Posa trying to find Ruiz now. Having some trouble. Now the Trojans looking to threaten here on the counterattack. Working around the back line, there's Tevin Lessie. Ruiz playing good pressure on Compton.
Yeah, Lenoir-Rhyne just making it very difficult for this Anderson team to get past midfield and connect further once they go that way.
Good win there by DeManuel. Had to leave his feet for that one and able to squeaked that one past. G-Nizer now far sideline. Big play up ahead to Poza. Now the Bears are looking to threaten. Great patience there by DeManuel. Didn't like what he saw. Bears doing a good job and remaining with possession. Gardner, sharp pass there to pick out Ruiz.
Great control by Ruiz, and Cascon with a beautiful run here.
Lays it back across, looking for anyone, and if I'm Elyashev, I've got to call off my defender there and scoop that and secure that ball, as Mariano Carpena with the clearance. Looked like Elyashev had time, though, to kind of run off his line and get that one.
It appeared as if he's did, as we see Zui looking to play a ball inside.
Right to Ruiz, and just missing the left post. I mean, that couldn't have been a more direct header, and he definitely wants that one back, but that's a great find there from Zui.
Yeah, that's a beautiful ball in. But that throw in coming from that run by Victor Cascon that we saw, and all of that is just built up from the Bears being patient and just passing the ball around through the back until something finally is on. Again, it's just that maintaining possession until you break apart the defense and something comes open.
See Elyashev setting a ball forward, and Compton kind of right in the back there of Cascon, but the ref's going to let it play on.
Good turn by Danny Fernandez. Somehow, even with that rough touch, able to maintain possession.
Poza finding Cascon. DeManuel is kind of flashing open there in the middle. And G-Nizer always patient and ready to make that big run. Seen a lot of slipping out here tonight near the 18s. And good clearance up ahead.
Good step there from number 4, Carpena.
Poza, turning middle. And now the Trojans look like they've got Lenoir-Rhyne backing up here in the defensive third. And that's a good ball there by Fernandez. Can Poza get to it?
He should, and he's going to have a 1v1 opportunity. Let's see how he handles this. He's going to find Carlos at the top of the box. Carlos is going to look to maybe a shot, maybe a cross.
I think he was going for goal there.
He was going for goal.
That was the right idea. We saw the ball kind of break there on the curl, but just, like you said, got under it, not on top of the ball, and just sailed over. And I think that one had the right line from our angle at least, to maybe find the right netting, the right corner.
Yeah, just unable to get over the ball, but definitely a good shot on goal there. Good look, just not able to get a whole piece of it.
Mm-hmm. Good pressure there from the Trojans defense, making it tough there for Carles.
So we see number 22, Miguel Gallegos, entering back in for Anderson University to get that fresh set of legs.
Yeah, he's got some speed on him, and they got to be careful not to allow him to get a touch on the ball.
And there's Anderson with the attempt at a big ball over, but Zui smartly just going to head that one back to Juan. And Juan's just going to keep that at his feet and let the clock wind down until the player's going to apply some pressure there. Juan looks up to see what kind of runs people are making, see who he can connect with. He's going to play a big ball up over here to Jaime Poza. Danny Fernandez comes in so confidently as always, connecting with Victor Cascon. It's going to go out for a Lenoir-Rhyne throw-in.
Zui now with a throw in here for the Bears. Ruiz able to win the ball back, spinning, drawing some contact.
See, David Zooey's going to be the one making this throw in, and he's going to find Jaime Pozo, who takes a missed touch, but Danny Fernandez coming in. Now the ball is kind of a little bit back and forth. Diego Delgado's got plenty of time over here in this right sideline to find Juan Basabi, who's got just full vision of the field.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of kind of keeping it.
That was some good pressure from Anderson right there, forcing Lenoir-Rhyne to play it out and earn a throw-in further up the field than they have in a while.
Now the Trojans looking to threaten here offensively on the attacking third. Look at just the swarming amount of white jerseys there whenever the ball is near a Trojan.
Yeah, you even saw Andre Ruiz coming back there to do some defensive work in the defensive third for Lenoir-Rhyne. Diego Delgado with, as you would say, a no-nonsense clearance.
Yeah, that's I'm a big fan of that, when the defender's able to kind of just win the ball soundly and clearly and just get rid of it. Why not take a chance with the ball in the box there and just clear it as to the best of your ability?
Yeah, that little minute-long possession from Anderson there was something that they've needed. They haven't had possession within their own attacking third for a little while tonight, so maybe that'll build some momentum for them here as we see Juan Basabe set up to take a goal kick.
Ball looking to be played across. Still in the air.
Good touch from Lemon, who's able to find Caleb Compton.
And Compton had a good touch there to settle possession. Now the Trojans are looking to attack. Compton's making a run. Looked like he wanted the ball there. A good give and go. Lemon. Chain and passes here for the Trojans. Compton playing a dangerous ball up ahead. Oh, that should have been a one-timer there from Goodwin on the far sideline.
Yeah.
Kind of mistimed his run.
Instead, he awkwardly played a big floating ball up, and Juan's able to collect that one off the first bounce.
And I get that maybe he's not left-footed, but even then, I would have loved to see Goodwin just kind of sit, wait for it to hit the ground, and just one-time that one. And don't know where it's going to go, but you might catch Juan Basabi off guard.
Yeah, or send a more dangerous ball across the box. Something right now from Anderson to get something going offensively.
Good defense there by Ruiz. DeManuel trying to find Poza. As we have seen 20 minutes so far in the second half. A little bit up ahead, and now the Trojans threatening. And I believe that will be a Trojans corner. One of the few offensive opportunities the Trojans have. Let's see if they can capitalize it on.
Yeah, I'd say these last 5 minutes or so have actually been some of the best that we've seen from Anderson so far, just actually creating some offensive threats. And here we see them earning this corner kick.
So you see a ball looking to be played in. I want to say that's Ortiz.
I think you're correct.
See, look how many Trojans are tight there on the 6, trying to block Wasabi's vision. If you're an LR defender, you've got to push him out, and that's a tight ball there on the 6, but too far, going far post.
Yeah, if you're Ortiz, you want to try and drop that ball right in there at the top of the 6 in line with the penalty marker, but just sends it way too far over, and now Anderson's going to have to look to rebuild.
That's a nice ball over there to the 18. And that's going to be a foul going the other way in Lenoir-Rhyne's favor.
Looks like we see a little bit of action on the sideline. Maybe we'll be seeing Noah Tifo again here shortly. Ball played forward. And a
foul going to be going in Lenoir-Rhyne's favor here for a free kick.
Pretty good place to get a free kick, too. Trying to see who's going to step up and take this one. But we see Danny Fernandez heading in, Oliver Gardner heading into the box, getting some of our taller players in. Might try and float something in or win the second ball here.
Yeah, your Pozo, this is a little too far to kind of threaten with a big swing of your own direct here on goal. You try to loop this one up, and if you can get as close to the penalty marker as possible, that's a dangerous ball. I don't want it too close to the 6, though. Elyashev is likely to make a play on it.
I feel like he's going to try and float one in.
Poza. Far post. Fernandez back on frame. I think they're going to call a foul here. And Elyashev calling for a ball.
Lenoir-Rhyne with high pressure, forcing the Anderson defense and players in general to push up.
Elyashev sends a beautiful ball past midfield, flicked on by Compton. You see the natural speed by number 22 there, Gallegos. Ball thrown in. Carles able to flick on, and now good clear there by Gardner.
Yeah, way to keep that in and play a decent ball up top. And Lenoir-Rhyne unable to connect, but it looks like they should get the throw in here out of this. Good work over there by Carpena to try and keep that ball in. And yeah, it looks like we are going to see Noah Tiefel check in for Jaime Poza there.
Giving another look that we haven't seen here today. Ruiz and Tiefel working up top. Looks like maybe Tiefel might drop to that wing position. Let's get another throw in on the far sideline, going in the favor of the Bears. So, Jenna, we've really seen sort of a stalemate here. Lenoir-Rhyne has been knocking on that door for goal number 2, but have failed so far to convert. And then the Trojans have stepped up their play enough to kind of limit Lenoir-Rhyne offensively.
Yeah, as we see Lemon making a run up here up the sideline, finding Compton. Definitely a much, much better half from Anderson, creating some opportunities and not letting Lenoir-Rhyne have as much possession within their own attacking third. See the referee saying to stop the clock.
I think we're trying to figure something out here. Hear from the referee.
Looks like he's going to have a word with the ball girl, possibly. Telling her to speed up the play when she's ball girling.
Maybe the ref just felt like Vol Shaggers there just not going as fast as they probably could. Another throw in here for Zui.
It's going to go off a Tiefel shin for an Anderson throw in. And you can see Anderson is trying to
speed up the game.
Yeah, 100%. They can tell that they're running out of time and they need a goal.
Fernandez is looking for the big clearance.
And there it is.
Elyashev trying to time that one to stay in the box so he can calmly scoop it and lay it down.
And I mean, we see how quickly he's getting rid of the ball, and Anderson's trying to send it up the other way. Whereas on the other side of things, Juan's going to collect this ball until a man pursues him, just trying to get that clock to run down. I think part of the reason we might not have seen so many opportunities from Lenoir-Rhyne this half is because they're probably playing a different style of play. You're up 1-0. Anderson hasn't been very threatening offensively, so you maybe are probably sticking a few more men back than normal to make sure that Anderson's not getting any offensive threats off because you have a 1-0 lead, and you got that lead early on.
And Lenoir-Rhyne, like I said earlier, just trying to kind of dictate the pace of this match. Here's they're up 1-0. And, you know, like we talked about earlier, this is an all-time series that the Trojans are winning 4-9-5. And Lenoir-Rhyne only with 4 wins in this series. So they're looking to get back here at the Trojans, who have beaten them the last 4 times.
See Oliver Gardner play a ball up, and looks like they're going to give that throw in to Anderson much further up. I don't know why the referee is forcing Anderson to play that throw in where it went out. Technically, he should have played on there. Anderson could have taken the throw back further if they wanted to.
It's a technicality thing, I guess. The ref just wanted to leave his mark there on the game. And you see the speed bouncing outside. And a good job by Zui there in the corner to win a goal kick here for LR. And the ref is really just trying to speed up this game. He feels like, you know, they're wasting time, the ball shaggers. Once again, wherever you're watching, I know there's a lot of people watching abroad and all over the country here to support the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears as well as the Anderson Trojans. Once again, thanks for staying locked in here on the Bear Sports Network.
As you see, Andre Ruiz putting in work and turning the Jets on. Oh, just unable to come away with that, but great offensive effort there for him to chase that ball down. And Carlos Montoya-Lobo is going to be the one that ultimately comes up with it. Finding Noah Tiefel just with a heavy touch.
Big heavy touch there from Tiefel. Tried to play it back on and make his run towards the goal. You see Alamati will check in. And Compton will take a breather here for the Trojans.
Would love to see Lenoir-Rhyne connecting some of those smaller passes like they were in that first half. I know that they're playing this game right now with the let's just keep this 1-0 lead mentality. But would love to see them find that small possession they had going earlier and create another opportunity for themselves.
So just a little score update here on the women's squad as they are still 0-0 with 9 minutes left there in that match. It's a huge game there for Lenoir-Rhyne on the road as they're at Catawba. Like we said earlier, the winner of this match will move on to play the Winged Bulldogs on Sunday for the SAC Conference Championship.
Yeah, Wingate played earlier today at, I believe it was 3 o'clock, and able to defeat Carson Newman 2-0.
Ruiz winning it. Oh, cheeky. Clever skill there from Andre Ruiz. And now the Trojans just going to work it across the back line. Once again, they've been really patient here in the second half, a little bit better on their connections, able to find some holes. Just have not been able to kind of truly threaten there on that attacking third. Now ball played up ahead to Alamati. Fernandez has to win this. He does just enough to force Alamati for a wild attempt there on goal, and Basabi will pick it up there for the Bears.
Not a bad look from Anderson. And again, Anderson's just been able to knuckle into the door a little bit more, definitely much more than they have the entire game. Huge kick going all the way to the other end there from Juan Basabe.
He's got a leg on him. Oh, Zui thought about it. Thought about the over-the-top ball. Oh, just a little too much on the give and go. Right idea there if you're LR. It's an errant touch there from Alamati.
David Zui with all sorts of time to find Juan Basabe, and David Zui doing a great job of then getting touch line. Would have loved to see Basabe find him back out wide. He had all sorts of time out there. Instead, Basabe looks to go big, go forward, and Anderson's going to actually come away with the free kick in the middle of the field here.
LR can't do too much here. Don't want to get a yellow here for the antics. And now the Trojans with an opportunity here to put something into the box.
It looks like Lenoir-Rhyne's trying to hold this back line here, so we'll see what kind of runs get made.
Ball put up ahead. Alamadi's there in the fray. And a couple of Trojans just whiffing there. That could have been really dangerous. That was a pretty ball played up ahead.
Yeah, Lenoir-Rhyne just kind of seemed to be lost in the mix of that. Just a few players seemed to lose their marks, and thankfully for Lenoir-Rhyne, that ball took some skips through that were not able to connect with Anderson, but definitely good opportunity, scary moment there for Lenoir-Rhyne. Seems like the Bears are playing a bit too much defensively, and it's almost giving Anderson more opportunities by doing so.
Sharp ball. Is DeManuel able to win it? Trying to bounce outside his Tiefel. And he'll win the throw in there for Lenoir-Rhyne.
See Zui on this left sideline looking to take the throw. It's like Tiefel's going to make a run. Cascon's going to make a run. And Cascon just, again, beautiful touch and little look to Noah Tiefel.
Tiefel's got to be careful. He's already got a yellow. Don't want to pick up another foul. Or a card, excuse me. Good look up ahead to DeManuel.
And good little layoff to Benjamin Gienizer. And then back to Diego Delgado, who's going to scoop it over there on the far sideline. And Jaime Poza, or Benjamin Gienizer has it, but...
Fernandez, just when you need him the most, he's just so clinical here for this Bears team.
Yeah, Anderson's not going to go down easy right now. They are hungry to get a goal as they are just pushing and pushing ahead.
Goal kick. Excuse me, a corner will be called. And Bears are really confused, as I was also confused. It felt like it should have been a goal kick, and yeah.
Looks like there is just some miscommunication between the AR and the center ref there. I think the center ref thought the AR was pointing to the corner, but it is a goal kick for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears.
So we are under 11 minutes left to play here in this match. If you're just tuning in, Lenoir-Rhyne is up 1-0 here over the Anderson Trojans.
And it looks like the next opportunity we're going to see another sub in. Looks like Jaime Poza over there on the sideline. I think that Noah Tiefel might be the one to come out. It's just my go-ahead guess.
Trojans working around. Here's Ben Lemon. Tiefel able to win it here for LR.
Yeah, great job by Tiefel to come away with that touch by Lemon there.
Cascon pulled down. And just hurting his foot there. Let's see, he's all right.
The ref politely helps him up.
Good sportsmanship there from the referee.
David Zui's going to stand over this ball. He's looking up. Looks like they're going to play it short to Carles. Back to Zui to Gardner, and Gardner's going to look to move forward. Zui's going to collect on the sideline. He's going to play a great ball into Andre Ruiz on this left-hand sideline.
That is a pretty ball. Ooh. I'm not sure about that one. Felt like Ruiz won the ball first there.
Yeah, it looked like nothing but ball on that tackle. Also maybe a little bit of a slip right there by
Tevin Lassie.
Yeah, by number 5.
So the Trojans will get that call, and they're looking to move forward now. Playing up ahead, I believe that's Ortiz.
Good switch.
Lemon there by his lonesome is slipping. Get cut back inside. Oh, standing him up is Ruiz. That's a gutsy challenge there on the mark, and he's able to win it.
And here's that sub for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Looks like it might be Ruiz who's coming off. I would say there for Poza. We have another substitution here for the Anderson Trojans as well. Another taller player. I believe that is Collier Tharp, the 6'3" defender.
.6'3" defender who they have playing up top. They're looking for get some height. I think we're going to see a lot of big balls over the top from Anderson in the next 8 minutes and 19 seconds here.
And that's what we've been calling for this whole match. I mean, why not use your size to your advantage? Try to play a ball over the top. I mean, try to challenge this back line here of Lenoir-Rhyne here with your height.
Just a quick update. Looks like the Lenoir-Rhyne women's soccer team is going to be going into overtime with Catawba at Catawba.
The Bears trying to close one out. And
oof, that is a foul that the Bears do not want to give away. So this is that exact reason why Anderson is looking to bring height up top. We'll see what Tharp is potentially able to do, but this is a dangerous area for Anderson to win a free kick in.
Maybe just needed to stretch something out there on the pitch. And if he comes out, he's not allowed back in. And you see quickly there, number 13, Bryce Goodwin, just picking his teammate up, telling him to shake it off. I think that's Ortiz. Look at the way Lenoir-Rhyne's jostling there on the back line, trying to hold their marks. Maybe trap.
Yeah, we saw the last free kick similar to this one where the ball just was able to skip through. So Lenoir-Rhyne's got to make sure that they're staying goal side of their man right now and marking up well.
Would not be surprised if they try to play Ortiz right here short. And I think that's why Zui is telling Jaime DeManuel to stick closer to him. Ball's played in. Dangerous.
Oh, great job. I think that was Jaime Poza over there who's able to get a head on it. And I know it's dangerous. It's going to go out for a corner kick, but you'd rather get a head on it than have those two players that were streaking back post for Anderson to get any type of body part on it.
So we approach 7 minutes remaining. Ortiz will take the service here for the Trojans.
Again, it just looks frantic in the box as Lenoir-Rhyne attempts to mark up.
Far post. Bouncing around. Cleared out.
But only as far to about 40 yards out.
And Bears with the opportunity to run. And Tiefel. Pretty sure he'd been offsides there.
No, so he would have been onside actually because you're not offsides until you get past midfield. So he would have been on. Just unfortunate. I don't know if Lenoir-Rhyne was able to get the right look up that they wanted, but yeah, that would have been on all day. Tiefel had plenty of room to stay onside and to work with something in front of him.
Tiefel Lyle trying to apply the pressure on the press. Good win there by Cascon. And he pulled up Gimpy there. Let's hope he's all right.
And he's going to try and stretch it out, work it out really fast. But Anderson, again, we're under 6 minutes to play, but Anderson's been threatening. And had most of the possession for the past 15 minutes.
Super gimpy there, Cascon. This could be dangerous. That isn't coming from an offside position. Cascon's going to get an immediate sub, and smart move there by Coach Winter. Not going to chance things with one of his veteran leaders in Cascon. And waving off the substitution there. I think Coach Winter's going to trust his captain, Cascon, if he wants to stay in or not. And I guess he understands the gravity of this match, but
yeah, we see him jogging it out there a little bit.
Looked like Sam Sawyer was about to check in, maybe to relieve him just for a couple minutes, maybe work it on the sideline. We have a great athletic training staff here. Allie there on the sideline for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears.
Benjamin G-Nizer is going to look to go big, find the head of Noah Tiefel, who flicks it on with no avail. Nobody is there, and Anderson's now going to be going the other way. They try and play a ball out. David Dewey hopefully is going to let this one go out, and he will. As Lemon quickly gives him the ball and says, hey, let's get this ball back in play.
And then Zui just going to take his time here on the throw-in. And Carla is just going to kick it to the corner and make Elyashiv come out and take as much clock as possible. And Cascon really still stretching that, what looks like maybe his hamstring there, maybe just pulled up.
I'm sure if it was a 2-0 lead, Cascon would be on the bench right now, but up 1-0, you want to have your senior leadership, your captain on the field, especially with Anderson creating some offensive movement the way that they have been the last 20 minutes or so.
Good patience by Poza. Tiefel now with the ball. Tiefel slowly playing it through.
Yeah, great job by Tiefel over there. Just be patient as we see Carlos taking the ball the other way. Playing it out to Jaime Poza. Jaime Poza on the outside.
Just working it around. Like I said, no sense of urgency here from the Bears. They're just going to try to ease this one out as best as possible. They're still going to look to score for goal. Now Zui has some space.
Yeah, this is a great job by Lenoir-Rhyne. Just be patient and just unfortunate touch right there.
Poza just lost his footing. Ooh.
As Carlos attempts to clear one and is going to find the chest of DeManuel, but now Jaime Poza able to come away with it.
Poza trying to find Jaime DeManuel.
Carlos is going to get that call in his favor. Seems to be upset that it wasn't something more, but he's got to keep in mind he did get the call right there. The clock is still running down as well.
So it will be a Lenoir-Rhyne free kick.
And you know Jaime Poza is going to take his time. And actually, nope, he's not. He's going to find David Zui on the outside. Zui's going to find Tiefel, who collects it and plays it back. And Carlos is going to then collect it in the middle. Just this is where Lenoir-Rhyne's looking to possess. As much as you would love to see another goal, you'd also love to see the clock hit 0.
Carlos into the box now. Still holding it. The smallest player on the pitch. Also one of the strongest here for Lenoir-Rhyne. And the foul will be going the other way, and Carles is
visibly upset.
Just very upset at the call there from the referee. Felt like he was thrown down. So we're under 2 minutes now here in this match. Still a 1-0 lead here for Lenoir-Rhyne over the Anderson Trojans.
Ooh, yep, push in the back there.
Huge push in the back there by Martin Carpena.
Again, great sportsmanship from the referee helping up Noah Tiefel. But yeah, definitely a foul that Carpena did not want to give up.
Over to Poza. And some audibly yelling there from the Trojans. Very upset. It was Andres Osorio, excuse me. As we're approaching a minute left to play in this match.
You're going to see Lenoir-Rhyne take their time with this. And this is that time when you just go high, far, and wide, and you just look to possess the ball and help the clock wind down.
Bears just looking to work it around. Hold. Dispossessed there in the middle.
Great work by Carlos to get all ball in that tackle.
And getting clipped there is Cascal. They're going to stop the clock here with 29.8 seconds left. Excuse me, the ref is going to run the clock. And a yellow card will be addressed there to the Trojans as the crowd, the BSC stomping. Lenoir-Rhyne looking.
With the ref running the clock, I don't even know where the nearest ball is. The clock's just going to run down, and we're going to end this game with that yellow card right there.
Lenoir-Rhyne looking for their first SAC championship appearance since 2011. And that is the match here for Lenoir-Rhyne as they win 1-0 here over the Anderson Trojans. And Jenna, you know, in some cultures, the anteater is a sign of luck. But tonight, the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears, not lucky, just good here today as they come out on top here over the Trojans.
Yeah, you know, that early goal was the deciding goal. But beautiful, beautiful PK kick from David Zui, and this Lenoir-Rhyne team is going to go on to find themselves in the championship game on Sunday, and we're glad to say that that's going to be here in Hickory, North Carolina.
Huge, huge win there for the Bears. They come out on top over the Anderson Trojans, 1-0. Some great sportsmanship there in the middle from both squads. And once again, thanks for staying tuned here on Bears Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. So Lenoir-Rhyne comes out on top here today, 1-0 over Anderson. I'm Ada Kaliane, and on behalf of my broadcast partner, Jenna Beauregard, we wish you a great night, and we'll be back here Sunday. Go Bears.